Surprise, surprise, we have two new PlayStation Store sales alive right now. I was not expecting this at all, given that we already have the totally digital sale running, and I was expecting the next major sale was going to be the Days of Play sale early next month or towards the end of this month, but lo and behold, PlayStation has rolled out the double discount sale as well as a Warner Brothers publisher sale. Now we're going to go through both sales right now. We're not going to do an in-depth look on every single game. Give us a little bit of time and then we'll assess the best deals available. And do bear in mind that as of the recording of this video, the PlayStation Store is still updating. Some of the deals are still going live. By the time you guys are watching this video, chances are everything is live. But I do want to talk about some of the great deals that I already see right now because there's a lot of good stuff. Yes, a lot of repeat deals. But for those of you guys that are off of college now, I know a lot of you guys are kicking off your summer break. Now is a great time to pick up some great titles and get invested into some awesome games. So we'll go into that, and we'll look at the Warner Brothers sale as well. Obviously, the Warner Brothers sale has less discounts, and you definitely want to be a PlayStation Plus subscriber if you want to take advantage of either of these sales, as you'll enjoy far deeper discounts. So with that being said, let's get right into it. And right away, I do see the recently released Outward is 20% off for $32. That's pretty decent, given that that game is pretty new, had some issues. But I did want to give that a mention. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition is yet again available, 70% off for $14.99. Okay, so this deal has been regularly available at this point. I think CD Projekt Red just thinks that everyone should be playing this game. $15 for this game is absolutely insane, given the quality and the quantity that you get. The base Witcher 3 game is already awesome, but then you throw in Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, it gets even better, it gets even lengthier. You're talking about an experience that'll span north of 100 hours, and it has a lot of replayability with all of the different choices you can make. It's a terrific game. I've often said that The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is the best single-player game of all time, and I still hold true to that. I just think it's a remarkable game, and for $15, it's definitely worth it. A couple of great games, super cheap. Battlefield 4 is $4.79, which is really good. Burnout Paradise Remastered is also $4.79. So Burnout Paradise Remastered released a little over a year ago, and one of my main complaints when that game released was the fact of the $39.99 price point, because it was a game that at that point was over a decade old, and they weren't doing anything crazy with the remastered version. Well, a year later now it's down to $4.79, and that's an awesome buy. Burnout Paradise does have some dated elements. I wish they would have gone back and remedy some of the issues. For example, if you're doing an event and you fail a race or whatever the case may be, you literally have to go back to the starting point and you have to drive back to the starting point. You can't just click a button and restart. You actually have to go back to the event. So that's a little bit annoying, but overall the game is an awesome arcade racer and I would definitely recommend it. But with all of the EA games that I'm going to mention, do bear in mind that EA Access is coming to the PlayStation 4 in July, and a lot of these games will inherently be a part of that subscription service. So if you're planning on subscribing to EA Access, it will pay dividends if you don't buy any of these games and then just wait for EA Access to drop on the PlayStation 4. Do want to note that. Grand Theft Auto 5 is 50% off, down to $14.99. I feel like everybody and their mother at this point has Grand Theft Auto 5, but if you don't, $14.99 is pretty good, given that you get a solid single player and the online component is still frequently updated. Need for Speed Payback is 50% off for $9.99. I actually think Payback is a little underrated, and $9.99 for that game is pretty good. Need for Speed Rivals, on the other hand, is the same price as BF4 and Burnout Paradise Remastered at $4.79. Thought that was a pretty good launch title for the PS4, but I probably would honestly recommend Payback over it, given that it's a more recent release, but both of those games are pretty good. Earth Defense Force 5 is 50% off for $30, which isn't a bad deal. That was a pretty recent release, and going back to December, I remember noting that this was a game that I was excited for, but that $59.99 price point was really pushing me away from recommending it to the mainstream gamer and all of you guys that watch our videos. At $29.99, if you want a chaotic and zany third-person shooter, EDF 5 is definitely gonna offer that. No Man's Sky has gotten a lot better since its original release. However, that original release came back in 2016. I wish No Man's Sky was a little bit cheap, but I understand that the value of this game has incredibly increased. But do note, I do believe that GameStop was selling copies of this game for like $9.99 or something like that. I don't know if they're still doing it, but physical copies of this game were relatively cheap for a while. So paying $25, that's a little bit hard of a price to swallow. However, given all of the updates that they've brought to No Man's Sky, I would still say it's worth it. Kerbal Space Program Enhanced Edition is $15.99. That's pretty good. Terraria PS4 Edition, $8 for that. That's quite good. Sniper Elite 3 is 60% off for $12. That's a really good deal. Really dug Sniper Elite 3, and we just had the release of Sniper Elite V2 on PS4. Elite 3 is pretty good, so I'd give that a look. Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. Here's a deal that kind of ticks me off. This is a really good game. It's 30% off for $24.49, but PlayStation gamers are absolutely getting shafted for this game. It's an XCOM style game with some pretty quirky presentation, and it's a cool game. However, PS4, this is a game that's actually available directly as a part of Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass program, as well as the fact that this game has been a part of Humble Monthly. Humble Monthly offers a bunch of games for $12 a month, and here we are on the PlayStation 4. We gotta pay $24.49 for Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. I want to recommend this game to you guys, but not at that price point, not at the value that the other platforms are getting. I just can't justify dropping $24.49 for this game, and I do believe at some point, given that it's a Game Pass title, given that it's been on Humble Monthly, could be a PlayStation Plus freebie in the future, but a game that I think you guys should know about, and I did want to talk a little bit about that. Sherlock Holmes The Devil's Daughter is 80% off for $9.99. That's actually pretty decent. Lichdom Battle Mage is $5.99. City Skylines is 70% off for $11.99, so pretty pricey, comparatively speaking, to the PC version. However, this does include After Dark right out of the gate, so $12 for that if you're looking for that city building simulator. City Skylines is quite good. It's been received incredibly well. Not a bad buy on the PlayStation 4. Okami HD, which rarely goes on sale on the PlayStation Store, it is 30% off for $14. Okami is a tremendous game. Many would go as far as to say it's one of, if not the best PlayStation 2 game of all time. I don't know if I would say it's the best PS2 game, but it definitely ranks high up there. A lot of resemblances to games like The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Art style is great. Gameplay is great. Can't recommend Okami HD enough. It's a fantastic buy. $14 can be seen as a bit pricey, given that I believe the game came out at the end of 2017. So it's a bit dated at this point, but still it's a quality game and I would definitely say snag it. Strider is 80% off for $3. Song of Deep is 80% off for $3. Thronebreaker The Witcher Tales 26% off for $22.19. Dragon's Crown Pro is 40% off for $18. That's a really good buy. Another game that I had some hesitancy recommending initially based on the price, but now at 18 bucks, absolutely would pick that up. Mafia 3 is down to $9.59. Blaze Blue Central Fiction is down to $17.99. Lords of the Fallen is discounted. A lot of deals are available. I'm not gonna go through everything. I mentioned the marquee deals right there. I'm going through it a little bit here. Still, Just Cause 4, I still see $30. SteamWorld Dig 2 is $8. Holy crap, that deal is awesome. That is an awesome game. Great art style, and it was holding up in price for quite a while. So if you're into those Metroidvania games, SteamWorld Dig 2 is definitely going to be a good one to buy. Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus is $18. That was $12 as part of the Golden Week sale, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but still alright deal. Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, that just came out. It's 34% off for $19.79. Not a bad deal there as well. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is 50% off for $30, and I do see The Surge is discounted to $12.99. A lot more deals are available. I kind of just rushed through and I just looked at the deals that really stuck out to me. Give us a little bit of time. We'll break down the sale as a whole, and you guys will see more in-depth videos. But also, outside of the double discount sale, there is a pretty decent Warner Brothers sale running right now. Not a ton of deals given that it's just a Warner Brothers publisher sale, but Batman Return to Arkham is down to $7.99. That's quite good. Obviously includes Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Can't go wrong with that. Mortal Kombat XL is 60% off for $7.99. I know Mortal Kombat 11 is out, but that's still holding up in price. Even though you do see it discounted to $45 to $50, XL being $8, that's a good buy. Middle-earth Shadow of War, the base game, is $12.49, while the definitive edition is $23.99. I think Shadow of War is a really good game. Monolith did a great job in updating the game. Obviously had some issues from the get-go, but it's much better now. Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year edition is down to $9.99. Still holds up pretty well, even though that released all the way back in, what, 2014? One of the early games of this generation, and one of the games I would say was one of the truly great games of the early portion of this generation. So if you missed out on it, maybe you got your PS4 down the line after the first year or two, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor might have been a title you missed at $10. It's a good buy. All the LEGO games are discounted. LEGO Worlds is down to $9. LEGO The Incredibles, $12. LEGO Star Wars, LEGO Marvel's The Avengers, LEGO Harry Potter Collection, LEGO City Undercover, so those are some good deals. Injustice 2 Legendary Edition, this might be the best deal across the entire Warner Brothers sale. That is 70% off for $17.99. That is awesome. Injustice 2 has been one of my favorite fighting games this generation. Alongside Soul Calibur 6, for more of a fighting game newbie like me, I found Injustice 2 to be an incredibly compelling game. Great single player, a lot of content, and again, for somebody like me that's not super into fighting games, I found it rather accessible. But obviously, if you want to go off the deep end and get super into it, you can do that as well with Injustice 2. Batman Arkham VR down to $12, Batman Arkham Knight Premium Edition down to $14. I believe Batman Arkham Knight, the base game, is down to $8. I already own the game, so it doesn't show up the price, but you guys get the idea. So those are the highlighted deals from the Warner Brothers sale. Also want to mention Scribble Not Share Showdown is down to $20. A lot of great deals available, and when you couple these sales with the totally digital sale, a ton of deals available on the PlayStation Store. I want to see more of this being a regularity, and I'm surprised that they're running so many sales right now, because usually you get that mass summer sale early on in the summer, and that usually correlates with days of play as well. So I'm interested to see how they're gonna handle all the deals this year. Now, obviously, they don't have thousands of games on sale. If they want to open the floodgates and really put every game on sale, do a huge summer sale, maybe at the level of what Steam has been doing, that's something I would love to see, given that the PlayStation Store has so many games at this point. And yes, while they have a lot of games on sale, there are so many more games that are not on sale. So that's gonna conclude this video. Check out the double discounts and Warner Brothers sale for yourself. A lot of good stuff available, and that's gonna wrap up this one. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.